Hi everyone and welcome to Andy Eats. I'm a few minutes walk from Gong Dog Station at this little restaurant called Am Bagel. I wonder what they serve. Let's check it out. Oh, it's bagels. I know what you're thinking. What's so special about these bagels? Well, I have no idea. That's why we're here. The restaurant's tiny. It's a little bit before 1 PM and there's room for me in the corner. To buy your bagel, you need to use the kiosk, which is thankfully also in English. There's a few simple bagels on the first page, but I'm interested in these items. Under the menu, sandwich and salad, I can have a deconstructed bagel with salad. Ooh, sous vide beef salad. 14,801 is just under £10, but it sounds nice. It arrives after 5 minutes. It's pretty quick service here and it looks good. It looks healthy. I mean, look at the al dente cauliflower. We have shredded pickled cabbage. It looks so inviting. There's sous vide beef with crispy garlic. How did they get the garlic so crispy? I can't get it this crispy without burning it myself. Well done. There's sautéed onions as well as green beans, carrots and some lettuce beneath. Half a bagel. What kind of person got the other half? Ooh, mystery rice to tie it all together, as well as the dressing. This should be amazing. It tastes a little sweet and sharp. I'll put a little bit on to start. I may as well put it all on. It's like a bibimbap. You can just mix it all together if you like. I have no idea if it's eaten like this, but I don't think it matters. Wow, delicious. The steak is nicely cooked and lightly seasoned. All of the little pieces of cabbage and onion add interesting textures and flavours to the meal. The cauliflower looked quite plain before, but now that it's mixed together with the sauce, it's actually delicious in a very healthy tasting way. It's not just a salad in any case. You can make your own bagel. Well, half a bagel like I have. Mine has rice in it, which is pretty unconventional, but it just works. Am Bagel was a nice little place to visit. It has a certain vibe and style with people coming in and out quite often. I wouldn't mind coming back and trying some of their other dishes, but my ever-growing belly can only fit so much this time. A few minutes walk in the area takes me here to Tangaro. If you're into your ASMR and watch YouTube a lot, you've no doubt heard of this. Tangaro is basically skewered fruit with a thin crispy sugar coating. If you're from the UK, think toffee apples, although a little bit more delicate and refined. I'm going to try this one for 4,001, which is about £3. Okay, it's a lot bigger and heavier than I thought. I'm trying to work out what the fruit is. It looks like grapes and mandarin. Let's try the top one. Holy crap, I'm going to break my teeth on this. This is solid. Wow, it's pretty weird. The top piece was actually a tomato and the juices burst out as I pierced the sugar coating. It's quite tasty and I'm glad I tried the tomato in this way. The mandarin tastes amazing. I never knew how much better fruit would taste with sugar. New experience unlocked. I mean, it's pretty good, but the more I eat this, the more my teeth start to glue themselves together. It's pretty unhealthy and I've probably undone all the good work that my healthy bagel did for me. Ah well, you only live once. I've had a break and I'm here in Uedo, heading up to Gotan, a restaurant on the 50th floor of this building. This place is pretty nice, although a staff member at the entrance was too busy looking at their phone to initially notice me. I don't mind of course, but I hope the service inside is a little bit better. It's a little around 6 PM and it's getting quite busy. They initially sit me at the wrong table, as I was expecting a window seat, but they soon realised their mistake and put me by the window. Wow, what a view. The menu comes and you basically choose one of the main meals, which entitles you to the buffet section. It comes in a tray like this. I'm looking at the prices and nothing is particularly cheap and I can't read any of it. Oh, thank God for pictures. That's miles easier and I can sort of work out what's what. Well, I say that, but I'm still not 100% sure. I think there's some salmon, eel, beef and some kind of burger meat. I'll try the fish, since it looks inviting, and I haven't eaten fish in a while. Whilst I wait for that to come, let's have a look at the buffet. Okay, I'm wondering whether this is a good idea. I've just bought a meal and I'm having a buffet as a side order. Actually, this is a great idea. The food looks amazing, and as I start to eat each individual item, I can tell that the food is well prepared and of great quality. So far I'm happy with the food, although I don't know if I can eat enough plates to make this value for money. The main course arrives and I'm pleasantly surprised, as it looks better than the photo. There's a big pot of steaming hot rice on the table. If you see my Jonju video, you'll know that once the rice has been served, water is poured into the pot to be eaten later. I don't actually want a lot of rice though, I have a buffet to conquer. The fish is really crispy and it's difficult to get on my chopsticks as the flesh is pretty flaky. It's not vinegar like I'm used to, since I'm British, but it'll do for me. Although the meal looked quite light and almost healthy, the fish tastes very well seasoned. You can't just eat the crispy bits as they're too salty, you need to eat it all together. Despite this though, it's a pretty nice fish and I can't stop eating it. Occasionally I get a bone in my mouth and it's slow going, but I'm trying to eat as much of this as I can. The fish is pretty good. I enjoy the fish, but I wasn't overly keen on the side dishes that came with it. I found them a little bland and boring. I'm much more into the buffet as it happens. The quality of the ingredients is amazing and I prefer these to the main dish. One thing I will say is that the service is pretty poor for a buffet. The staff seemed quite a bit lost at times and inattentive. I had to ask them to clear my plates a few times as the table was quite messy. I've been to cheap buffets in the past and I've never had this issue. So here's something of note, the toilets. I'm pretty sure they polished these windows with a dirty mop. Same as with the mirror. There's a lack of general attention to detail which bothers me since I paid nearly 60,000 won, which is quite a lot for a buffet in Korea. The cubicles are clean at least. Hang on. Please throw away the tissues you used in the trash can. Thank you. Oh Jesus, that's disgusting. At least they could empty the bin regularly. Anyway, moving on. Let's go back to the restaurant for dessert. Hang on, I thought the restaurant was this way. Where am I? What the hell is this place? It's another restaurant. How do I get back? I wasn't the only person to get lost. I think it's pretty common here as I saw a few wandering souls. Quite funny though. Right, coffee then dessert. A Korean buffet wouldn't be complete without bingsu. You make your own, so let's have a go. Now, let's try the final dish of the evening. Oh yeah, the cold texture of the ice with the sweet, soft red bean goes well with the chewy texture of the rice cake. It's not heavy at all, and a perfect end to the evening. I enjoyed the buffet, but in all honesty, the main meal wasn't anything special. 59,000 won for a buffet of this level, and the view is pretty okay going I think. But I'm not 100% sure I'd come back. I liked most of the individual items on the buffet, but there wasn't an amazing amount of variety. The staff were hit and miss, so I can't really recommend the service either. Oh well, if you enjoyed my video then I hope to hear from you in the comments. Until next time, bye!